Okay, good morning once again, everybody. I think we're going to start. If anyone else falls in, they can just join. Good morning, welcome. Always exciting to have you here, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday morning. My name is Bruce. I'll be conducting the presentation with you this morning. Okay, so just a couple of house rules. Please just keep your mics muted for the duration of the presentation. If you do have any questions as we go along, please feel free to put it in the chat box and I will have a look at it after the presentation. Okay guys, so we are part of a company called Mining City. We specialize in Bitcoin mining. Okay, for those of you not familiar, we will go through it and touch on it a bit just to get some clarity around what it is and what it is exactly that this business of ours does. Then what I'm going to start with, I'm going to introduce you to the company, tell you who they are, where they're from, what they do. And then I'm going to show you a quick little video of what the facility, the mining facility looks like up in Kazakhstan, and then we'll get into the business side of things. Okay, so guys, sit back, relax, and let's get going. Right, as I've mentioned, we are part of a company called Mining City. Mining City, in partnership with MineBest, gives myself and you the opportunity to actually mine some Bitcoin without having to take out all that capital, as we are renting hash power through the MineBest facilities. Okay, so MineBest at the top there's the CEO, his name is EL. Okay, so MineBest is the company that puts up all these big mining facilities across the world. They give all the technology and the infrastructure as well as the cryptographic computing systems. Okay, so they put up these facilities, and then through a company like Mining City, that gives myself and you the opportunity to rent some hash power through that facility for a certain amount of time in order to then be rewarded with Bitcoin on a daily basis. Okay, so for those of you not too familiar about the word hash rate or hash power, that is just the speed at which the computer generates Bitcoin every 10 minutes. So the higher your hash, the more rewards you can earn from that. People, please feel free to go and follow these companies on social media, just to see what they do, what they are about, where they are going with this business, and just to familiarize yourselves as well with the company that we are talking about. So I'm going to jump into a quick little video. This video is going to give you a glimpse of the Mining City, the MineBest actually mining facility up in Kazakhstan. People, and when this travel ban gets lifted, you can actually jump on a plane and you can go and visit this facility to go and have a look where all these money makers are situated. So let me show you the video and then we will continue. Okay, like I've mentioned, just a little glimpse into what the facility looks like. You would have seen those white containers housing the little small white computer boxes. Those computer boxes that you saw there, that is what we call a Bitcoin miner. Okay. Guys, before we continue, just so that you know, I am not a financial advisor. I am in no means or way qualified to tell anyone listening in this morning what to do with their money. I'm simply going to present to you a business that's been working for myself and thousands of people around the world, and if it's something that interests you and you want to become part of this family, we can assist you and help you make that happen. Okay, so what is Bitcoin? I'm thinking that a lot of people that is sitting here this morning or listening in, especially if you are new, you have a slight idea of what Bitcoin is. If not, if it's really Greek to you, you haven't heard about Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, we are just going to explain to you in very short of what it is and what it actually consists of. We're not going to spend too much time on it, but it will give you an idea of what Bitcoin is and how you can use it for your daily life and to your benefit. Okay. So Bitcoin is a digital and a global money system currency, which means it's a currency just like the rand, the dollar, the pound. The biggest difference there is that it's all digitalized, okay, which means you will never hold a Bitcoin in your hand. That's not a problem because, as you might have noticed, we are already in the digital age, because everything we do these days is digital. By swiping your credit card, your debit card, online banking, cell phone banking, that's just the way the world is moving to. Okay. It's a peer-to-peer technology, which means you can send Bitcoin or crypto from anywhere in the world to someone sitting on the other side. All payments are recorded on a public ledger called the blockchain. Bitcoin is cash for the internet. Okay, so no bank can block payments or close your account, as we are cutting out the middleman. We are taking control of our money. Bitcoin is global and not affected by any single country's financial situation or stability, and that is why a lot of people believe that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin is the next step in the evolution of money. That is where the world is going to, people. There's no other way of thinking about it. That's what's going to happen. We are going to move away from fiat currencies. We will be a cashless society in a couple of years' time from now. So the early adapters who will teach themselves and educate themselves around crypto and at least own some crypto will be the guys that will be smiling in a couple of years' time from now. Okay, so what is Bitcoin mining? I'm just going to read through this quickly, guys, so that you have a bit of an understanding or maybe more clarity around what Bitcoin mining is exactly. Okay, so just listen carefully. Bitcoin mining is a slightly misleading name, okay, because yes, when you talk about mining, people think different stuff. So no one swings a pickaxe into rough stones in order to find additional Bitcoins. Bitcoin mining actually means adding more Bitcoins to the digital currency ecosystem. Okay, so whenever you can add more Bitcoins into the system, that means that you are actually mining. So how do new Bitcoins come into existence? All the additional Bitcoins have to be generated through a computational process called mining. You do it by letting your computer hardware calculate complex mathematical equations, which can be done at any given time of the day. Doing so enables you to become an integral part of the Bitcoin network, not only by securing the network through your dedicated hardware, but also by generating more coins to put into circulation. And this is exactly what the Mine-based facility does. Okay, that is why it was set up. That's why it's sitting in Kazakhstan, and they are adding more Bitcoins into the ecosystem on a daily basis. Right. So instead of me and you having to go and take out capital to buy our own miners, which is very expensive for those that don't know, we can just make use of the Mine-based facilities. We can rent some hash power, and by doing that, we can earn some Bitcoins. So let's get into that. Right. So if you want to get your hands on some Bitcoin, guys, purely by buying Bitcoin, or maybe a lot of people don't know how you can buy Bitcoin. So there are things called, or systems called, crypto wallets and exchanges. So your wallet or your exchange is like a bank account for your cryptocurrencies. So for South Africa, the most popular ones are VALR, VALR, Luno, and Altcoin Trader. So what you can do is you download these apps from your app store. It's for free. You then register on them. Okay. Once you have registered, you can take their banking details that they will supply you. You can make it a beneficiary in your bank account, and you can then transfer some money, some ZAR, from your bank account into this wallet. Once the money is in the wallet, you can then go ahead and purchase some Bitcoin. It's as easy as that. Okay. This process is normally called, or typically called, buy and hold, because what most of the people do is they will buy Bitcoin at a certain price. They will hold onto it for dear life. They will wait for the price to go up in order to sell for a profit. Guys, nothing wrong with that. Many people have made a lot of money through this, but here is where the challenge comes in. If you buy Bitcoin today, if you can afford one whole Bitcoin for 180,000 Rand, okay, and you buy the Bitcoin and you wait for it to go up to 250,000, 250,000, you sell, you've made yourself a nice 70,000 Rand profit. Okay, but now you're sitting with a situation where you are gonna be wondering, how can you now afford your next Bitcoin? Okay, so you're either gonna have to sit and wait for the price to drop significantly, okay, by a lot, or you're gonna have to use some of your profits to buy more Bitcoins. And that is why we say mining has so much more benefits associated with it. Because when it comes to mining, what mining does, and the whole idea behind mining, is that you want to accumulate as much coin as possible over the next coming years, 3, 4, or 5 years. Okay. Then when that coin price goes through the roof and you are sitting with a couple of coins in your bag, then your wallet looks very nice and you can actually set yourself up for retirement if you've done it correctly. To give you another example, just imagine all of us started mining some Bitcoin 10 years back. If you started mining Bitcoin 10 years back and you even just had 10 coins in your pocket today versus the price of 180,000 Rand per coin, well, congratulations, you would have had $1 million, more than $1 million in your bank account. Okay, that's the whole idea behind it, guys. Okay, so also that I want to mention here is, remember that Bitcoin is going to $100,000 price eventually in the next couple of years' time. And there are some of the smart guys, the crypto gurus, that say that they are expecting in the next 10 years a Bitcoin price of $1 million per coin. So I don't know about you, but I would like to start accumulating today, that when that day comes, I want to at least have some coins in my pocket, because they will be worth a lot more than what they are today. Right, so let's move on. We specialize in 2 products, namely Bitcoin, obviously, that was launched in 2008. It's been around for about 12 years. And then we've got a new coin that the company brought in called Bitcoin Vault. It was launched at the end of November 2019. Okay, and Vault is the coin that everyone has been ranting and raving about. You might have seen it on social media, you might have seen it on WhatsApp statuses, wherever, and there is good reason for this. So I'm going to take you through these coins and tell you exactly what they do and how they work and how they've been performing, and then we will get into the packages and how you can get your hands on some of these coins. But first, let's do a bit of a comparison. Okay, so for the new people, the people not familiar with Bitcoin and Vault, just going to talk quickly about how these 2 coins compare. So both these coins are capped at a supply of 21 million coins. So there will only be 21 million coins mined in their lifetime. Okay, for Bitcoin itself, there's already 18.5 million Bitcoin mined, which means there's only 2.5 million Bitcoin left. However, the last Bitcoin will only be mined in the year 2140. So how does that happen? Okay, so every 4 years, there's an event called the halving. Okay. So before I tell you what the halving means, every 10 minutes in the block generates a certain amount of Bitcoin, okay? So every 10 minutes, the block comes, there was confirmations that went through the block, and a certain amount of Bitcoin gets generated. Then every 4 years, when the halving takes place, that amount of Bitcoin gets cut in half. So to give you an example, the last halving was in May of this year. Before May, okay, every 10 minutes, the block generated 12.5 Bitcoins. Then the halving happened, so where we are sitting today, every 10 minutes, the block's only generating 6.25 Bitcoins. So you see what happens here. In 4 years' time from now, it will be cut in half again, and it will only generate 3.15 or whatever Bitcoins. So every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin and the supply that's out there gets lesser and lesser, which means the coin gets scarcer, and because of the scarcity, there's more demand for it, and obviously, as you might know, more demand drives the price. Now for Vault, as I've mentioned, the same 21 million coin. The biggest difference on Vault is Vault will be halved every 6 months. Okay, instead of every 4 years, every 6 months. And the whole reason behind it is that they want Vault to actually catch up with the Bitcoin price within the next 4 to 5 years' time. That's the whole idea. That's the strategy behind Vault, right? And the way Vault kicked off, guys, it was well on its way. And eventually it had a well-deserved retrace. Okay, or a correction, if I might call it like that, and Vault is still on its way to become one of the best known coins in cryptocurrency out there. This coin, nothing compares to this coin when it comes to its security features. Okay, and there's also it's also the first coin out there in the market that will actually allow you to reverse a transaction within 24 hours. Right, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later on. Okay, so that is the whole strategy and the whole idea behind Bitcoin Vault. So although Bitcoin Vault has a lower price per coin currently, it does still yield higher mining rewards for us people, for the customers, if I can call it like that. Right. So Bitcoin Vault. Because it is a new coin, it hasn't been listed on all major exchanges as yet, but it is slowly but surely working its way up and getting there. So for now, the most popular ones where you can trade, buy or sell Bitcoin Vault is CoinEase, Liquid and ChainX. So if you want to get your hands on some Vault, these are the exchanges that you need to be looking at. Okay, so let's get into the packages, guys. We're going to talk strictly just about Vault this morning because, guys, Vault is still our money maker. Vault is still the coin that mines more. It's still the coin that's currently worth more. You know, the quantity that you mine is worth more than what we mine when it comes to Bitcoin, and that is why we will be concentrating just on Vault. Okay, so here are your entry-level packages. This is what you look at. Got your primary at $300, your standard at $600, and then your bronze at $1,200. Okay, so what do you get for that money? You get a mining contract of 1,100 days, which means it's 3 years. Okay, so you are renting that hash for 3 years from the company. You will start mining 10 days after your purchase. That is just the equipment that we use. It's a Watts Miner M21S, and there is the hash rate that you will be renting for the next 3 years. Don't worry too much about the binary points at the bottom, guys. We will talk about it later on because there are two sides of the business, and that will fall into the second side of the business. Okay, so that's what you're looking at, guys. You get a contract period of 3 years. You will be mining for that period against your specific hash. As you can already see, the higher your package, the higher is your hash rate. Obviously, the higher your hash rate, the more rewards you can earn on a daily basis. Okay. Right, so what can you expect in return for your coin? Okay, guys, so what I've done, I've taken my own mining rewards from last night. Now remember, these are estimated because it does fluctuate, so it's not 100% accurate. Don't look at this and say, but this is not what I am mining, guys. This is what I took from mine last night. Okay, so what I did is I took the amount of coin that I've mined on that specific package, and I've just multiplied it by 30 to get an estimated monthly figure. So as you can see on the primary, you're looking at about 0.1 coins per month. Standard 0.2, bronze 0.42 coins. Okay, that is what you can expect on a monthly basis. Currently, guys, this can change. There's a lot of things that affects mining. This can go up, this can go down, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to show you now exactly what the potential is like. We moved away from the dollar value because we know that is what people would like to see, but it's also actually the wrong way to do it or to show it, because at the end of the day, you get rewarded in coins, and then yes, your coins for those rewards multiplied by the dollar for that day will give you then the value of your coins that you have in your wallet. But let's stick to the coins that you will be mining. Okay, so here's your top of the range packages. Your silver 2,400, your gold 4,200, and your platinum sitting at $12,600. Everything is exactly the same, but you will see the biggest difference there comes with the hash power. Just look at the terahash, guys. It's much, much, much higher, and that is why your rewards on a daily basis is also so much higher, okay, on these packages. So for your top of the range packages, this is what you can expect, right? Silver 0.8 coins monthly, gold 2 coins, and platinum sitting at about 6 coins. Okay, so with the platinum, all that I've done is I've took gold and I multiplied it by 3 because 3 gold packages will give you a platinum package. Okay, people, so this is what you can expect. This is your rewards that you can earn on a monthly basis. Now, what I want to show you here, an example I want to use is if you mine, let's say with the gold 2 coins, okay, per month. Doesn't sound like a lot. Maybe against the price today, it's also not a lot of money for some people, right? However, if this was Bitcoin and you were mining 2 Bitcoins per month over the last 5 years or 10 years, what would your wallet have looked like if you had to then take those amounts of coins and multiplied it by the Bitcoin price today? Right. So that's how you need to see this. Remember, Vault is giving myself and you a second chance. Those of us who missed the opportunity to buy or to mine Bitcoin 5 to 10 years back, we now have a second chance to start doing it with Vault. That's why I always tell the people, your mining, you should see more of a long-term strategy, because you want to accumulate as much as possible over the next couple of years. So whenever the coin price does go up to a 5,000, 8,000, or a $10,000 price per coin, you want to be sitting with a nice pocket full of coins. Okay, so imagine if you accumulate 100 coins over the next 3 years, okay, only 100. It's just an example, guys. And that Bitcoin vault price goes up to $8,000 per coin. You can go and do the calculation. It is a lot of money. Okay. So I've also put in a little example here just to show you. Okay, if you happen to accumulate 20 Bitcoin vaults, okay, and you had to times that with the price when it was on $120, that gave you $2,400, almost approximately 40,000 Rand. Now here's the beauty of crypto. If that Bitcoin vault price happens to go back to the all-time high of close to $480, that same amount of coin of yours will be worth 160,000 Rand. And that is what people need to see. This is where the opportunity lies. And remember now, by the time that price goes up to $480 again, you won't be just sitting with 20 coins. You would have been accumulating. You might be now sitting with 30 or 40 coins in your wallet. And just imagine how much that will be worth. Okay. So I just thought I was going to put it in here. I was going to show you what the potential is and how you need to be seeing the mining side of this business. We are all in it for the long run, guys. And believe me when I tell you, we are still the early adapters and there are big things coming for Bitcoin Vault. Once the market out there sees the technology behind it, everything that's been implemented, I can promise you, they're going to eat it up like sweet cake and this coin price is going to go through the roof. When is that going to happen? I'm sorry. My crystal ball isn't working at this stage, but it will come. And I don't care if it happens in a month. I don't care if it happens in a year or 2 years. Eventually, it's going to turn around and we will all be smiling big time. Okay. So I hope you understand, guys. I hope that was clear. Let me talk to you about something else, the crypto debit cards. Right? I always put this in the presentation, guys. I know it's just I need to inform the new guys what is coming our way. So Mining City is working on crypto debit cards in order for us to store our crypto and spend our crypto, obviously. Okay, so there should be an announcement within the next 2 to 3 months to tell us that these cards are available. What's then going to happen is you will be able to transfer your Bitcoin or Bitcoin Vault from Mining City onto this card directly. So it means you don't have to take it to your wallets or exchanges, and then you can go and swipe this card anywhere in the world and it will automatically convert your crypto into the currency of the country that you are visiting. Okay, so very exciting times. So for the guys that's already part of Mining City, keep your eyes out for the news. I'm pretty sure we will see a notification very, very soon. Okay guys, so if what you saw so far has interested you or spiked some interest or got you curious, okay, you need to decide what you want to do. What package would you like to purchase? How many coins you would like to accumulate? You purchase that package, you get paid daily. We get paid daily, so it's daily Bitcoin payouts or Bitcoin Vault payouts at around 9, 10 o'clock every night. It's 100% passive income. There's no maintenance plan and you pay once and never again, unless if you want to upgrade your packages or buy more. So you can, guys, you can decide if you want to start smaller. You can start with a small package. You can always upgrade that package to the next level, or you can take it to a gold or a platinum, whatever the case may be, or you can just go big from the start. You can purchase a gold or a platinum and start mining more coin quicker. Okay, and guys, this was the first side of our business. That was your typical, the mining side of the business. We know there's a lot of guys that call themselves investors that go into the miners because they want to accumulate. They see this as a long term. Okay, so good, nothing wrong with that. If you just want to mine, if you just want to accumulate coin, it's your money at the end of the day. You decide what you would like to do with it. But we do have a second side to our business, okay, and that is where we are building the business, or typically more known as network marketing. Okay. Guys, I say this always, it is not compulsory, but it is highly, highly recommended. Okay, because why I say that is that mining should be seen as a bit of a more of a long-term strategy, whereas building your business is the short-term goal where you can make so much more money quicker. And if you do this correctly, and if you build your structure, and if the team works together, you can actually spend what you make in the business and you don't even have to touch your mining. That happens on a daily basis. Okay. So let me take you through this. Let me show you exactly how it works, and so that you can see what you can earn if you decide to try your hands on building the business. Okay. So what you can expect here is 4 different streams of income. So this is additional income over and above your mining. We have full share bonuses. We've got a $200 binary cycle bonus. We've got $10 binary team matching bonuses, and there are ranks in the company as well. And these ranks all come with a certain amount of benefits. And we will talk about every one of them as we go along. But let's start with the full share bonuses, guys. So if you become part of Mining City, you like what you see, you're making money, and you talk to others about it, and you want other people to come in it, because guys, at the end of the day, we're not just here to change our lives, we are here to change the lives of the people around us as well. Okay. If you then bring in people into the business, the first 5 people that you introduce to Mining City will automatically go and sit in your team A. Okay, it doesn't matter where you place them, the system puts them in team A automatically. And with your team A, you can earn bonuses of 5 to the value of 5%, or 5% to the value of the package that they have purchased, right? Then from your 6th person up to infinity, okay, they will go into your team B, and there you will earn 10% of the value of the package that they purchased. Which means if you have a gold package yourself and you bring in another gold package, and that's your 6th person in the team, that same evening you will be rewarded with $420. Okay, guys, I left the dollar amounts in here. We can also change that to coin, but remember, you will be paid out in $420 worth of coin. Okay, but it's just for people to understand it better. Then you have those little yellow guys there. That is your business builders. That's people like myself, the rest of the team that does this for a living. You need at least 1 builder in your team A and at least 1 builder in your team B in order to qualify for these bonuses. Don't worry too much about it, guys. It happens automatically. Okay. So that's your first stream of income, 5% to 10% bonus on the value of the package that you bring into the company. Then we have our what we call cycles. We earn cycles. 1 cycle is an equivalent of $200 worth of Bitcoin or Bitcoin Vault. Okay. So how that happens is we had to show you what your binary tree looks like. Remember, this is network marketing. There is a binary, and this is what your binary tree looks like. Guys, it's a structure that is used all over the world to put out any business. So when you look at your binary structure, you will see yourself on top. Why? Because you are the CEO of your own company, and then it is your workers that's below you, and you need to start building on that structure and that business in order to start growing it, and to teach and to coach and to let everyone that's sitting under you duplicate what it is that you do. Okay. What I've also done and included here, I've showed you what $200 looks like worth in coin. So when you do earn $200, you will have about 1.5 coins. So 1.5 coins currently is worth close to $200. So that is the amount of coin that you will be rewarded with every time you generate a cycle. So what is a cycle and how do you earn $200? So what the system requires for you to earn a cycle is 5 credits on your left and 5 credits on your right hand side. So where do the credits come from? If you see on the right hand side on the top here, here's all the packages, and each package has a certain amount of credits associated with it. Okay, so let's talk about the gold, guys, just to make it easier. Gold gives you 7 credits. So if this is you sitting on top, and forget about the rest of the guys, let's talk about the first line, the first down line. If you sign a gold package on your left, and someone else or yourself signs a gold package on your right. Okay, look what happens. Those 7 credits goes, it sits on your left and your right. That evening, the system will come, it will take away what is required, the 5 and the 5. You will be left with a balance of 2, and that evening you will generate coin worth $200. Okay. So to give you a better example, okay, let's say these little gold spillovers at the bottom. A spillover is when someone sitting on top of you, your upline, or anyone in their team comes and they want to place someone and they see there's an opening, and then they come and they place, let's say, a gold package in this spot. Now see what happens. Everyone in that structure, everyone in that line benefits from those 7 credits. That's the magic of this whole thing. Okay, that is why it's important that everyone works together, because the harder everyone works, okay, the more everyone can benefit from these credits and the more cycles you can generate. And the same on the right hand side. If someone puts a gold package over there, see what happens. 7 goes to the next person's left, goes to the person on top of their right, and it sits on your right hand side. So it doesn't matter, guys, if this is 100 levels deep. If someone places a gold at the bottom, those 7 credits will work its way up from the bottom to the top. Okay, but now you might be sitting there thinking, okay, yeah, this sounds familiar. It's a typical pyramid or a Ponzi scheme because the guy at the top gets all the credits. Guys, although everyone benefits from the credits, let me tell you where the big difference comes in here. If you're sitting at the top here and you are only relying on the credits that comes from your team, you sit there, you do nothing, but the team works hard, yes, you will benefit from the credits. But if the guy sitting on the right hand side at the bottom here, he actually goes out there, he builds the business, he gets the people in, he signs more people on. Okay, because of the additional bonuses and things that he will earn from bringing the people into the company, the person sitting over here can actually be earning more than the guy sitting on top here. Right, that is the big difference. You know how it works out there in this world of ours? The harder you work or the more you put in, the more you get out, right? And exactly here. Yes, you can benefit, you can sit back, you can make some money, but if you're a driver, if you're a builder, if you go out there and you make this happen and you grow your structure, believe me, you will make a lot of money. Okay, so I hope you understand how this works. I hope you understand how you generate one cycle, and I hope you are excited about earning $200. Okay, because we will talk about the rankings later on in the presentation, but I just want to show you each rank has a certain amount of cycles associated with it, and each rank is capped at a certain amount of cycles. Okay, which means that if you are a citizen, so a citizen is someone who owns a $600 package or higher. Okay, if you are a citizen, you can cycle up to 4 times per day. It means that if you accumulate enough credit, you can actually earn $800 on a daily basis. Okay. Then as you climb up in ranks, you will see that the cycles per day gets higher and higher, and the governors in the company, they can cycle up to 14 times per day. That's equivalent to $2,800 on a daily basis. Okay, guys, this is just from your cycles. This is the potential in the business. This is what you can earn from generating cycles only. This is not your bonuses. This is not your mining. This is cycles only, right? And believe me, this is one of the most exciting earnings in the business, because there's nothing better sitting there seeing that you're going to generate 5 or 10 cycles that evening, because it does accumulate to a lot of money. Okay. So then we have a binary team matching bonus. What this means is that, let's say someone sitting below you, your team member, your downline, has 5 credits left, but only 4 credits on their right hand side. It means that they are short 1 credit right in order to cycle, correct? Now, if you go and you place someone on their right hand side and you assist them with that 1 credit, then the system rewards you for helping a team member to generate a cycle. So if you happen to assist 3 of your team members to cycle that evening, then you will get rewarded with an additional $30. Okay. So yeah, that is how the company rewards the people for helping others, for helping them build, for helping them grow, and you will get rewarded for doing so. Then let's get into the ranks quickly, guys. We are almost done. There's about 3 or 4 slides left. Okay. So as I've mentioned before, if you have a $600 package or higher, you are automatically what we call a citizen. If you then want to become a city builder, you need to sponsor 5 citizens, and you and your team needs to have a sales volume of $12,000. Okay. Then if you want to become a city developer, you need to have 3 city builders in your team and a sales volume of $60,000. So in short, guys, how this works is that if you want to get promoted to the next rank, 3 of your team members also needs to get promoted to their following rank, and you guys need to have an accumulative sales volume of $60,000 or whatever the sales is then for that next rank. Because as you will see as we go along, the sales volumes keep on getting higher and higher and higher. Okay. So what you're looking at here is some of the bigger and higher ranks in the company, the city managers, the chief managers, and the city mayors. Okay. So as you can see, guys, once you come to about a city chief manager, things are starting to get a little bit crazy. Because look how much sales these people have generated already. $2.4 million. Right. As I've mentioned before, the guys who's willing to work, The guys that's willing to step out of their comfort zones, okay, these are the people that will be reaping the rewards. Because I can promise you, a chief manager didn't achieve $2.4 million by sitting back and doing nothing. They are out there, they are building, they are working, they are crafting, they are teaching and coaching their teams to duplicate what they know, and that is how they got to grow their structures to get there and to be earning what they are earning. Okay. Guys, it also depends, once again, on how hard you work, on how quickly you will achieve the next rank. So some people become chief managers in 6 months, others it takes them maybe a year or 18 months or 2 years to become chief managers. It all depends on how hard you work the system. But believe me when I tell you, if you work the system will work for you. Okay. So city mayor used to be our biggest rank in the company, and then the company decided, no, we're going to put a harder challenge out there for you guys, and we are going to include a governor as the highest rank. Now just look at that. A governor needs to have 3 city mayors in his or her team, and they need to have a sales volume of $100 million US. Now guys, for your information, we do have governors in this company already. So yes, they have paid their school fees, they've done the hard work, and they are now reaping the rewards. Not saying that they're sitting back and doing nothing, but they have done what they needed to do to get where they are today, and these people can easily go and retire. Okay, I can promise you that. These people change their lives around in 2 to 3 years time, and that's the magic of this business. If you work it hard for 2 to 3 years, 4 years maximum, and you've done what you needed to do, and you've duplicated what your upline has taught you, you can easily retire out of this business. Okay, so that's just the potential, guys. I need to tell you how it works. I need to tell you what the potential is, because we need to get you excited. Okay, so what happens with these ranks? What happens when you get promoted to the following rank? Well, the company rewards you for your hard work. Okay, so when you become a builder, the company rewards you with Bitcoin or Bitcoin Vault to the value of $100. When you then become a developer, you get rewarded in crypto to the value of $250 US. Okay, and then managers gets rewarded with $3,500 US. Okay. So guys, and this is where things now get exciting, right? Once you become a city manager, a chief managers gets rewarded with Bitcoin to the value of $50,000 US, or they can choose a vehicle to the same value. We've got in there Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Okay, if you are not a Mercedes fan, you rather like BMW or whatever your flavor is, you can decide to rather take the car than the cash. Okay. Then mayors earn $100,000 US, or once again, you have an option to choose a vehicle for the same value. And then the governors gets a once-off check, a once-off bonus of $350,000 US, or they can choose an apartment for the same value anywhere in the world. Okay, now guys, if this alone doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. We've already talked about the mining that you can earn and the potential on the long run. Okay, we've already spoken about the bonuses. Okay, the bonus that you will get for bringing people into the business. We've already talked about the $200 cycles, and you can cycle up to 4 to 14 times, depending on your rank. And then you have now your bonuses, your rewards. Okay, guys, $3,500 in South African rands, it's over 50,000 rand. That can change a lot of people's lives already. Okay, so it all depends on what you want to get out of it, how hard you're willing to work together, guys. Unfortunately, there are people out there that wants everything, but they don't want to do anything to actually achieve it. And then there are the guys who put pedal to the metal, and those are the guys who will thrive, and the guys that will be earning 7-figure incomes in a year's time or so. Okay, so what do these people do with these rewards? Okay, well, they spoil themselves. Guys, if you work hard, you need to play hard, right? So these are just some pictures of some of our team members, our friends, to show you how they spoiled themselves, how they rewarded themselves with the money that they were making out of the business, or their bonuses, whatever the case may be. I can promise you the vehicles you're seeing on the screen, most of them have been purchased cash. Okay, because the whole idea behind this, guys, is we want to break away from that evil called debt. Okay, we want to take control of our money, we want to take control of our financial future, we want to get out of debt. So if you can drive this business hard enough in order to purchase cars and houses, cash, why not? Okay, so guys, this is just to show you what is the potential what people do. You do with your money whatever you want. I don't know what your hobbies are. I don't know what you need to pay. If you need to settle debt, if you want to travel the world, you can do it. It's all up to you, right? Because at the end of the day, every one of us has got a different picture of what a wealthy life might be. Okay, for some people it might be not having debt. For some people it might be traveling the world. For some people it's driving a nice car. I don't know. Each of us has got a different why. Okay. And if you come into this business and you try your hands on the marketing side of things, and your why and your dreams are big enough, I can tell you, people, the opportunities are endless. We've seen people change their lives around in a matter of 6 months, a year, even 2 years. That's not a long time. That's not a long time to turn your life and your financial situation around. I mean, we are all willing to work for bosses for 30, 40 years time without saying anything, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with it, guys. Having a job today is a privilege, okay? And you are lucky, especially with what happened this year with the COVID. But what I'm saying is that we are prepared to sit in jobs for 30, 40 years in order to not retire, because that's what happens. If you put your mind to it, if you work hard, businesses like this gives you the opportunity to actually become financially free in a space of 2 to 3 or 4 years time, okay? But at the end of the day, it all depends on what you want to get out of it. You want to just invest, you just want to mine, or are you going to try your hands on building the business? At the end of the day, people, we always say it in these presentations, but it is what it is. The only person that can justify or that can determine your future is that person looking back at you in the mirror every morning, okay? The only person that can do that and that can determine that is you, right? Thank you guys for listening in. Thank you for tuning in this morning. I hope what we said and what we spoke about made sense. I hope we got you excited. I hope you see the potential in what this business can offer. Okay, if you do, if you are interested, if you want to take it further, please contact the person who invited you to this presentation or who referred you to this presentation. Okay, let them get you on board. Let them send their link. Let them help you set up everything. And guys, I always say this the last couple of times, uplines, please take responsibility for your people. If you bring someone into this business, you are responsible for them. So please look after them nicely. Okay, then guys, you can also phone me if you've got any questions. My contact details are on the screen there, 079-525-1293. You can reach me at bruce@cryptocity.co.za, and we have these presentations every Wednesday evening at 7 and every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock South African time. Okay.